My name's Hannah, and this is the final installment of my apartment hunting series for the time being. If you haven't seen the others already, you can go and watch the one that I filmed back in March that were all luxury buildings in downtown Brooklyn, and the one that I posted last week that had apartments in Long Island City and the financial district in Manhattan. Those are both linked in the video description. Today we are seeing all apartments in downtown Brooklyn and Brooklyn Heights, including the one that Ross and I ended up choosing to move into at the end of this month. Before we get into it, why don't you just go ahead and click that subscribe button, turn on the bell notifications. There is tons of apartment and moving type content coming up. So if you're into that kind of thing, you're definitely going to want to subscribe. So the first building we saw this time around in downtown Brooklyn is called the Addison. And this particular building was offering 4 months free on a 12-month lease. And if you wanted to do a 2-year lease, it was something like 6 or 7 months free. So pretty great deal overall. When we looked on Street Easy, it looked like there were 4 or 5 one-bedrooms in our budget, but when we showed up, this was the only 1-bedroom they had. So this was a self-guided tour, meaning there was no agent in there with us, which meant that I got to talk as I was giving the tour. So I'm just going to let past Hannah take it away. So here's the front door. You walk in, this is what you see. Here's the kitchen. It's really pretty. I like the colors. Or the lack of color, I guess. I like white. And then here's the bathroom. Decent sized tub. Sink. Big medicine cabinet. 3 of these. And then here's what gets real crazy. Okay, see, I walked in here and I was like, ooh, why isn't there much light? And I still kind of feel that way, but what? This is huge. This is private. It would be ours. I don't understand now why they couldn't have put a window right there. There could be a window right there and this would be perfect. But come over here. Big closet. Guess we could have turned the lights on. There's no lights. Oh, there's no lights. Okay, and then here's the bedroom, which has a big window. Like, why couldn't they put this window in the living room as well? So there's that pretty terrace again. And in here there are 2 closets. One really big one. So this one's mine. And then here we have Ross's closet. Eh? Okay, now we're gonna go find out how much it costs because we have no idea. Yeah, so as I said at the end right there, we didn't know what the price was until afterwards when we went up to the leasing office, and they told us that the gross rent was $3,760 and the net rent was $2,506, and we were not trying to spend over $2,300 or $2,400, so it was an immediate no. But that terrace was incredible. So the next apartment was in Brooklyn Heights, and it was right up the street from where we live now. It was literally like 2 blocks away, and we absolutely love our area. So that was the main reason why we went to see it. This unit was $3,000 gross rent, 3 months free on a 12-month lease, making it $2,250. It wasn't one of those luxury buildings like the other ones. It was a smaller building, but it had an elevator and it had laundry in the building. Unit had a dishwasher. It was very nice and spacious. It had a really pretty tree out the window. and just this really nice homey feel. It was obviously older, so there were some cool details about it that we really liked. The floors were nice dark wood, really, really pretty. And again, the prime reason that we were interested in this apartment was the location was absolutely perfect. Now here's where we made a mistake. We saw this apartment after it had only been listed online for like 3 days. We were one of the very first showings. If we had put an application in right away, we probably would have gotten the apartment. But we wanted to keep looking around. We were just worried that there might be something better out there. We felt like we hadn't seen enough apartments. But we both kept thinking about it. I literally had dreams about it a couple of times. And ultimately, about 2 weeks later, we decided we wanted to put an application in on this apartment. But we were too late. It was a great deal, great apartment, and it just went really fast. So take my advice if you're looking for apartments. If one feels good, just jump on it because you don't want to lose it. And we were really sad to have lost that apartment. But it's okay. The hunt continues. The next apartment we saw was in downtown Brooklyn in a loft called Toy Factory. I guess it was an old toy factory, which is really cool. And this is probably the most unique, like coolest unit we saw this whole time. The gross rent on this place was $2,700 with 3 months free on a 12-month lease. It was $2,250. This place was enormous. It had incredibly high ceilings, really, really cool exposed piping and ductwork. The kitchen was really nice and modern. It had nice floors. It had nice big windows, but it was also facing another building, so it got enough light, but you know, it wasn't a crazy view or anything like that. The bedroom had this like really cool red fire department looking thing in there. I don't know, it was cool. This place also had laundry and dishwasher in unit, and the real winner here was the bathroom. It had a freaking jacuzzi tub. I love my baths, and I would have prospered in there. Only downside to the unit was that it only had one closet, but it was plenty big enough to put up wardrobes and clothing racks. The building had an elevator, it had a gym, and it had a really cool rooftop with a bunch of plants and greenery. Overall, this place was just, I can only describe it as really, really cool. Although this place was great, we decided it wasn't the place for us because we ended up liking another building that we saw on that very same day. So the last building of this tour, I'm not going to tell you what it's called because it is the building that we are moving into. And I just ask that if you recognize the building and you think you know where it is, please do not comment that. I will have to delete the comments for my safety. So this was a huge complex. We actually saw 5 units in this building. So I will try to get through this pretty quickly. It also has an indoor swimming pool and a gym. I'm so excited about the pool. That's gonna be really fun. This building was offering 3 months free on 12-month leases in all of its units. The first one they showed us had a gross rent of $29.35 and a net rent of $22.31. It had the nice island kitchen that I like. There were 2 closets in the bedroom, which was really, really nice. Beautiful finishings in the bathroom. And all of these units did have laundry and dishwasher. The only thing I didn't like about this unit and the next one I'm about to show you was they did face the interior of the building, so the view wasn't exactly inspiring. I really am a sucker for good windows. I want a lot of light, and if there's a view, that's fantastic too. The next unit was slightly larger. The gross rent was $3,050 and the net rent was $2,288. Ross liked this unit better than the first one. I might have, but I didn't have like huge varying opinions between the two or anything. They were both just kind of fine. They were very similar, just slightly different layouts. The next one they showed us had a gross rent of $3,100, net rent of $2,325. And this one impressed me. It had big, beautiful windows, and you could see Manhattan. And unfortunately, in the footage that I took, it's not as apparent how beautiful the view actually was because of the weather that day, but you could see all of Midtown. You could see the Empire State Building. You could see the water and the Manhattan Bridge. It was a really, really nice view and a very bright apartment. I'm sure it would have been much brighter on a sunnier day. This one had a different layout in the kitchen. It was just like kind of on the corner, and it was a little smaller than the others as well. But I still liked this one better just because of the windows. So while we were there and I was expressing how much I liked this unit, the agent that was with us told us that there was another unit that she didn't have time to show us that day that was very similar to this unit, and she would send me a video and a floor plan when she sent the floor plans to all the ones that we saw. So I go home, I get the email, we look at the video and the floor plan, and it was a very similar layout but slightly larger, and it also had a gorgeous view, just a different view. So the view of this next one that we saw in the video was of downtown Brooklyn rather than Manhattan. It was the same exact price, the net rent $2,325. So we were like, this looks really great, but I don't want to apply for an apartment that I haven't seen in person. So we emailed the agent back and we're like, is there another day that we could come and see this? Because we think we want this one. So we went back and saw it on a sunny, beautiful day, and we loved it. It totally won us over. The view was gorgeous. It got so much light. It was bigger than that other unit that we also liked, and it was just perfect. So we put in an application, and that is the one we chose. That is the one that we're going to be moving into at the end of the month, and I am so excited about it. I also just want to address the whole 3 months free gross rent, net rent situation. Some places will allow you to pay the net rent. Other places will make you just take the 3 months free and then pay the gross rent. This particular place is allowing us to pay the net rent the whole time, so that's no big deal at all. And yes, we do realize that a year from now, the rent could go way back up and we might have to move. But we decided, you know, we might want to move in a year anyway, so why not have this nice apartment while we can? We are so excited to move and get settled and decorate our new apartment. I love to decorate and I'm just so excited. You know, we're moving from a studio to this place, so we're getting so much more space. I'm so excited about the windows and the view. And I am so excited to share this journey with all of you guys. There will be tons of moving content coming up, moving vlogs, empty apartment tour, furnished apartment tour, all of that. So if you're into that kind of content, please press that subscribe button and turn on the bell notifications. In addition to all of this kind of stuff, I also make other content about New York City and my life here. Again, my other apartment hunts and apartment tour videos are linked in the description, so go watch those if you're interested as well. Comment down below and let me know which of these apartments you would have chosen and why. I'm very curious. Thank you so much for watching this video, and I will see you in the next one.